button. Alright, I think we are live.
We live.
We are live.
Yeah.
Back at it again. Let me pull this up on the screen. Make
Drop
sure
me
it's
that link,
good.
man.
Drop the link.
Or you know what? Never mind. Sorry. Grab it off the page.
Alright, link has been dropped. And let's see here. Not seeing it.
So you're not seeing it. I'm seeing it.
Are you seeing it? Let me refresh real quick. Alright, here we go. Alright, I got it. I'm pretty sure I sent you the old link. Alright, so we got 18 watching. Let me know if y'all can hear me alright. If you can just type in the chat just to make sure that you can hear us alright. Let me refresh real quick. Alright, here we go. Alright, I got it. Appreciate y'all tuning in. As always. Let me know if y'all can hear me alright. If you can just type in the chat just to make sure that you can hear us alright.
Enjoying the love, man. Hopefully y'all are
Oh,
enjoying the
yeah?
lives.
Yeah, trying to stay consistent with these lives just so we can touch base, see what's going on with the channel, other stuff that we got going on behind the scenes, just day to day life, just, just here to chat and talk and catch up.
Hopefully y'all are enjoying the lives. This life be life, and bro.
Yeah, trying to stay consistent.
We still gotta do what it is that we need to do, right? Especially in today's climate. But dude, what you feeling about AI, man? How are you using AI in your content strategies, man?
AI. So, ChatGPT is the hottest AI tool that you can use right now on the market. So, I mainly use ChatGPT, especially when, so whether you guys know it or not with the videos, a lot of the times I'll just pull up ChatGPT and say, how do I fix my Fire TV or top 10 ideas with the Fire TV. So, a lot of that comes in handy because a lot of the times YouTube videos can be repetitive and you don't want to write a new script. So you just use Chat GPT to write your scripts a lot of the times. And that comes in handy. It can spit out an ebook for you in like probably 2 minutes just with one sentence that you can type in with Chat GPT. Which, what are you using with AI with your channel?
Dude, so you kind of hit it on the nail. I have written a book with it. Not have it write the book for me, but I've written a book with it. And so like there was a whole strategy to it, right? So it's not like here's one command and then let us do this thing. No, it was a series of I want to say it was a series of commands, but then it was also just a lot of back and forth, right? So the initial command was for it to generate the table of contents, and
Okay.
then go through every single chapter, right? And then I have sections within the chapters, and I was doing it when they didn't allow they didn't extend the amount of tokens that you could use, um, and so it would only give me like little bits and pieces of each chapter and stuff, and so I went through each and every piece of it. There's that. There is over on IG. I'm doing this whole 30-day kind of content plan or so, and so I have it. I used it to generate the calendar, right? I used it to generate the calendar. I'm only like 10 days into it right now. The first couple days, I line by line went with what it had. But then I started noticing it's like, you know what, I can make a better hook, right? I can make this better where it was kind of giving me something super generic. And so what I need to do now is the changes that I'm making to it that I think are better. I need to make sure I'm documenting those. So I push it back to it. So the next calendar saying, right, this with the book and with this new strategy now, it's really is not about it giving me all the answers. It's about us working together, right? And so it understanding like my vibe, my energy, my words, and so kind of using it like that, man. So yeah,
Okay. Nice, nice. So they're saying that they can't hear you on your mic, but I did turn it up on my side, and it should be a little better, a tad bit better. Um, but if they'll just chime in and let us know. But that's awesome that you've been using that with ChatGPT, writing a book. How long did it take you to write that book? But if I were to ask, like you, how many
yeah.
pages was the book, and how long did it take you to write it using a AI assistant versus if you were to have just done it yourself without AI?
I man, it would have taken me forever to write it without it. Um, I will say it has a good month and a half, right?
Okay.
And that's because I was really perfecting it, right? I didn't want it to write it. I wanted it to write in my voice.
All
So
right.
I kept teaching Chat GPT. All right, well, here's the content that I want to do, and then it give me the content, and I'm like, all right, well, here's how I would say it, and then have it redo it and add more content within it, and stuff like that. So I think by me training it, I do believe the next book will go a whole lot faster because it will be written in a way that I would write, right? And so then I had to go and find stuff from college, right? Papers from
Okay.
college and eat long, super long emails that I've written over the years and giving it that information so that it learns about me and my verbiage and how I communicate so that it stops using stupid words like unlock. You
All
notice
right.
that
All
every
right.
time you notice that every time you use ChatGPT, like you tell it to generate a title or something that says, "Well, unlock this" or "discover this."
I haven't run into that one yet, but that's definitely interesting. That's definitely interesting. But as far as well, I mean, that's definitely good that you can use it as like as far as like an AI tool. That's huge when it comes to using AI in the business. Also, if you're just tuning in, we're just having a conversation, just a small chat, just to let everybody know that we're doing these chats every Tuesday, just to catch up. If you want to know what's going on with me, you can chime in the chat, ask questions, see how I'm doing, and I'll definitely be checking in here throughout the week. Well, not throughout the week, but weekly on Tuesdays. Also, if you got questions about Fire TV, chime them down in the comment section below, and I'll let you know what's going on with Fire TV. Also, content on the way if you're looking for the videos. More video content on the way. I just didn't get a chance to edit much of anything this week because I'm working daily, and at the in the nighttime normally I'll do my content, but tonight we're switching it up and we're doing another live stream.
Oh, you got the babies too, boy.
Oh yeah. So you got to take care of the babies, spend time with the family, and you got to squeeze in time when you get time. Go ahead and pump that content out.
Yeah, yeah, man. I'm seeing it, dude. Like it's getting really important to develop. Yo, we got Unc on this joint, right?
Yeah.
Like if I could think of the first person I would have ever thought to be a content creator would be him. And you
Okay.
remember the stories that he would tell us?
I don't actually.
Oh my god,
I'd be
the dude's stories are like infamous. Like he has this weird ability to take you on a journey within yourself that you can't go on by yourself. Like that's just the way he delivers stories, man. It's so hilarious. So, I hope that you if you got the YouTube channel popping, man, let me know. I'll subscribe immediately.
Definitely. And actually, since we started these streams, what, 2 weeks ago, we started these streams and we've been getting my brother's channel up to 50 subscribers so he can live stream on his channel as well. That way we can collab over there and do these live streams over there as well. So if you're not subscribed over to that channel, we're going to leave a link in the description. Also under the video, it's going to be linked down in the description as well. So definitely check that out. He was at 11 subscribers 2 weeks ago. Now he's at 17. So I know we can hit 50. Let's go ahead and subscribe to that channel right now. If you're not subscribed, it's also got some older content from when I first started doing YouTube videos back in the day.
You sure you want to show them
I don't care at this point. I mean,
that?
it's like, where's the, I mean, you got to go all in. I mean, you got to show people where it all started from, where the inspiration came from. A lot of people just think it came from out of the blue, or it just came from nowhere, or you just picked up a camera and just started filming. And then they probably want to know, what did you film when you first started? So a lot of the times, the destination is not always what you thought it was going to be. Like a lot of the times you'll try 5 or 10 different things before you land at the destination. For instance, I do Fire TV videos, but a lot of my videos previously were not about the Fire TV at all. They were all about different niches, different things that I was interested in. So if you're starting a new channel, definitely do something that you're very interested in doing, that you won't get tired of, you won't get bored of, and that's always fresh to make new content for.
Do you think it's important to because you started at a time where we didn't have phones that were, capable of, everything that they're capable of today. Do you think that people should have the barrier or the mindset that, we were talking, if he gets on and just starts telling stories, he's just gonna look at his phone and tell a story. Do
True.
you think that he needs to be worrying about like editing software, microphones, lighting? What someone starting out, man? Like what do you think it should look like
So
in today's day and age
if you're
compared to your day and age when you started?
okay, so I mean, in my day and age, like camera phones were not up to par on mobile phones, so you needed to have an actual camera. So like a whether it was a Canon camera, a uh, what do you call it? What are other brands? I know Canon. There's
We had a HD Sony.
yeah, HD, Sony. Like there's any type of camera, and back then you had to have a camera to get decent quality. So nowadays, everybody has an iPhone. Everybody has an Android. Most people who have a phone that they received or got within the last couple of years has a camera that has at least 10 megapixels, maybe 18 megapixels, maybe 24. But it had, my point is, those phones have the ability to stream 1080p quality, which is the only thing that's really necessary, which is decent quality. It's got a decent mic, and that's all you need. Just pull out your phone and start filming right now.
That's good information. And you can do this straight through the YouTube app. What?
So, yeah, so if you don't have any editing software, if you don't have anything basically, and you only have a mobile phone, it's same thing as TikTok, Instagram. If you don't have any editing software, all you gotta do is pull up the actual app, click on post, and it'll record a video, and then you can use the editing software directly from the app that you're using, whether that be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and the list goes on.
That's a feature that I haven't taken advantage of. And so you record right into it. So YouTube app, you just pop it open and just boom, start talking.
Yep,
That's
just
it.
like this, like just this live. Like all I did was hit the plus sign, start live streaming, and then you're off to the races. That's all you really got to do is just put yourself out there, see what happens.
Front, back, portrait, or landscape.
So that also depends on the platform. So if you're filming on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook Reels, you're gonna want to make sure you're doing portrait, which is long form. So portrait, that's a long form, and then landscape is of course horizontal. So that's the difference. But I do all of my videos in landscape mode because a lot of my videos are YouTube full HD quality, and I don't do a lot of short form content, which is mainly portrait style content.
That's right. All of your recording is done on your phone.
Yep, all of my recording. Well, it used to be done on my DSLR Canon. I had a T6i Canon. I still have it, and it just basically a paperweight now because I don't use it. All I use is my phone to record because it's got 4K quality, it's got 1080p, it's on my phone, and I can directly post it right now.
Wow. 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 Man, dude. So the only thing that's holding a lot of people between, a post and going viral is like
Just
this
posting it basically.
posting. Ain't that
That's the only thing
so
holding people back is posting.
man, I was wanted to talk about this one story in this book,
One
Gary Vee's
story.
new book, man. Uh,
Oh, nothing. I was just saying new story in Gary V's new book.
yeah, it was a story in his book about a kid that was on his way to work, and I may not be telling it right, but there was this
Okay.
kid that was on his way to work, skateboarding, and he was drinking like a cranberry juice. I think it was Ocean Spray,
Okay.
and you know, he's just skateboarding. I think he was talking some smack a little bit, and on his way to work, he gets to work, and then he was about to upload the video, and he's like, man, this is stupid, and just about didn't. But right as he's walking into the door to work, he's like, screw it, and hits send. Right, he hits
Okay.
post. He posts the video, and then like I guess a few minutes of him being in work, getting ready, and now he's going off, about his day. A partner of his is like, "Yo, what are you doing?" And then like he gets phone calls from people, from some of his friends, and he had hit like within a matter of minutes, he hit like 10 million views,
10 million
and it
views. That's
yes,
huge.
millions, and this is within like a very very short amount of time, and
Okay.
he almost did not post this video, and literally right after that, within a week, Ocean Spray is calling his phone saying, "Yo, they want to endorse him."
Yeah, and I can attest to that because a lot of the times I will post a video and I'll be like, this video is gonna do trash, and it literally will go and be my best video, and I'm like, why did that video do that? It makes no sense, but that goes to show you like don't ever doubt yourself. Like you don't really know what the market is gonna decide what quality that video is. Like your opinion may be your opinion, but other people when they see it, they may see it as informative or funny or whatever type of content you're producing. They may get very just it may hit them a little bit different than what you would have expected. So that's all I'm trying to say.
Mm, I agree. I agree, man. Look. I'm a victim of it. I'm a victim of it. I think everything that I want to do is stupid. So that's why I'd rather go live all the time,
Very true.
because I don't have to think too much about it, man. So for
I
all
hear
those
you.
analytical thinkers out there, I feel for you. I'm right there with you. I'm trying to get out of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out of it myself because this is definitely not my speed as far as going live or anything like that. But I'm you know, just shake it up a bit, get a little bit uncomfortable, and see where it goes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We got a comment. Yeah, my generation been waiting for all this good tech because we got tired of the. How do I get rid of this
T-
thing? I can't see what that word is.
Oh, the
And
heart.
can't get the string. Yeah, now I can see it.
Yeah, you could.
Continue. He said tin can and a string.
Tin can and a
Oh
string. Wow, you taking it way back then.
yeah, yeah, man. And that's the thing, man. Like and we aren't at a time where we're content is like oversaturated, right? Like we're
Very true.
you know not what how much of the world still isn't on the internet yet. Um,
I think there's probably still
this
like 2 billion people that aren't on the internet, but I could be wrong. Who knows?
and even those that are may not have fast enough speed yet to experience the content that's being put out today, and
Very
so
true.
they're still catching up. And so I'm a firm believer in this, man. There's an audience out there for you, right? There's
Oh
definitely an
yeah,
audience out there for you. Everyone has their tribe. Everyone is popular, right? Or everyone's message is popular and heard
very
in
true.
some dimension, and that dimension is on Earth, right? In some realm,
Excuse
it
me.
is here. You just have to. We're at a time and space where we got to get it out. I'm preaching to myself, just to let you know. You already done this.
I
How
hear
did you
you. I hear you.
how did you feel? How did you feel? How do you feel about that now? Right, like I'm saying those words, hopeful, to a person that should be hopeful and do this, but you've done it. Like, how does that feel on the other side of that? Right, like 130 some thousand subscribers.
I mean, you just keep put. It's a process, so like you follow the process, and everything else kind of falls into place. Like, um, there's a lot of different wording that you could word that, but a lot of the time it's the process and not so much the outcome of like subscribers and money that comes along with that, and just a catalog of numerous videos. It's just you just put out one video, and then you put out another one, then you put out another one. Before you know it, you start to realize that you did this based on a process of discipline, coming up with ideas every day, sacrifice, going in there and recording. You're tired, it don't matter. You got a goal, you got a vision, and you kind of just go after it. You don't really know what it's going to be because you're just starting with, laying that one first brick, and then you lay that second brick, the third brick. You just start with one, and then before you know it, you might end up with 130 subscribers based on, uh, you know, that first one gave you a little bit more motivation to do the second one. The second one gave you a little bit more motivation to do the third, and then so forth.
Yeah,
But yeah,
talk about that. Talk about when it doesn't give you the motivation to do it, though.
and I was gonna touch on that, but I was like, well, that's a whole nother thing, because you may do three and they do very well, but then that fourth one it could do nothing, or not what you expected, and then that deters you from doing that fifth video or that sixth video. But eventually you get to a point where it's like, I either do this or I sit in my current circumstance, and it's like, well, which one do you want? You know what your current circumstances are. Do you want more out of life? Do you want more out of what this could potentially be? So that's kind of where it begins. That's where it starts, and you just got to start and do something.
Yeah, that is true, man. That is true. But look, man. I mean, and it's the simple things, right? I'm saying it's the simple things because I'm looking back at your video that's on my channel. That was how to pump gas.
Oh yeah,
Dog,
yeah.
like
it's it's simple enough to where people are going to search for it, and those are the timeless ones where you can come up with an idea, and that search term is going to be searched forever, if it's a decent title, a decent video, and all of the above.
yeah, man. You got 1,400 views on that thing, man.
1400
1,400.
views, okay, on the gas video. All
Yeah,
right, well, I thought it'd
yeah.
be like at 300 views. But 1400, that's a plus considering that was just like a random thing. Like just got out of the car, started recording just because we were trolling basically, and it became that. But that's how it is. You're doing something that you're just doing for fun, and it could just blow up just like that.
Man, dude, man. Especially now, in in today's day and time, right? Like with AI, if you don't have the idea, man, you can acquire the idea, right? You can acquire the idea using ChatGPT or Claude or whatever, right?
True, true.
Um, what's the one dude that you sent me?
Um,
Mr. Grateful.
yeah, Mr. Grateful. He's very up and coming Instagram. He used ChatGPT AI to grow his channel from 0 subscribers to 100,000 subscribers plus in 30 days. I thought it was cool. I gave him a follow because that's instantly has got my attention. Like he did this with AI and basically used the ideas that AI gave him and he just created it and turned it into a video, like a 60-second reel. And it was very detailed, very good, and gained its subscribers.
Yeah, I think that'll so his you do the same thing. Um, like I mean, or do you? I don't know. Do you script some of your videos?
See, that's what I want to get into scripting because it will probably help out with, getting tongue tied on videos or having to edit too much within the video because there was no script. Everything was impromptu, like straight off the dome when you're recording. So, yeah, I definitely want to get into more script based because that would definitely minimize on the amount of time that I would edit a video. If I could just run through that script and not skip a beat, that would be more in line of a live stream, but just without any editing in the video. So I definitely want to get to that at some point in time. But I have implemented it a little bit in my latest videos. But once again, every video I'm trying to add something different to that video just to kind of give me a metric of I'm doing something different. I'm trying to make the videos a little bit better, entertaining, whatever that may be, but just trying to do a little something different each time.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Give it some variety, right? Like let's. I don't want you to always know exactly what you're gonna get. I want you to be a little surprised here and there.
Correct,
That's what I'm
correct.
I'm kind of hearing. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah, man. What are your thoughts on this, man? So, this legit question. Legit ass question. I'm so serious.
Legit, legit.
How do with the jump cuts, right? So I can tell someone has a script when it's just really clean. As a matter of fact, no.
Okay.
Sometimes I've only just now got to the point where I can tell that people are using scripts. No, that's not a bad thing. No, by no way, shape, or form. Like it's actually really good. Um, Now, what I have noticed is the jump cuts. Like
The
you'll
jump.
say a sentence, like you're recording a sentence,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it stops, and now they're on another sentence, and then they finish
Okay.
that sentence, and then you could tell that the screen it's not straight through. It's not straight through
Correct,
at all.
correct.
So, what are your thoughts on that recording? What is that? What is that kind of?
So
What
if
is
I'm
that?
if I'm understanding what you're saying so you're watching a video and then that video will jump cut to a different screen, whether that be a video animation or a different angle of somebody speaking. Is that what you're saying?
No, no. There. So
Or
I'm gonna
jump
read
cut to
something.
a completely different audio segment or the same
No,
audio
no.
segment just chopped up.
Just like this. Let me explain. Boom, and it stops. You can tell. Like I'm reading right now. Right. So let me explain,
Yeah.
and then it cuts, and it cuts back on, and then it's like in the 1950s, one of the mediums with underpriced consumer attention happened to be television. Jump
Correct.
cut. According to some estimates, 90% of Americans' households had a television set by 1960. Jump cut.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking? You seen those?
I
Like
have seen those, and that's just
Mr.
basically.
Grateful.
Wait, say again?
No, I was just gonna say Mr. Grateful. He records like that too.
Okay, yeah, so that's nothing um what too hard or difficult. Basically, you're filming, and since they probably already have a script of what they're already saying, so they record themselves saying that to the camera. It sounds good. They pause. They say that next sentence to the camera. It sounds good. They pause. It's the same. So you wouldn't know if I was to say, "Hey, it's Nathan back with another YouTube video," and then I pause, and then it edits to, all right, so now we're going to be talking about a streaming app with 350 plus live TV channels. So if I jump cut, you wouldn't really notice a difference. It would just be the same video, or the same audio segment. It's all one audio segment. It's just chopped up to make it sound like it's different jump cuts and stuff. But no, it's just one audio segment. You just chop it up in the editing software, and it sounds different or looks different to you, but it's the same audio.
I got you. Yeah, I mean, it keeps it engaging, right? So it's like because like you could say $100 words,
Very true.
and then there's a if you're not a great and phenomenal speaker, you you might die out, right? Start to once you get to the halfway point of that 100 words, you might start to burn out a little bit, right? Get monotone or whatever, right? Like get stagnant in the communication. But what I noticed with that is like when you pause, so you do a sentence and then you pause and you can collect yourself and come back with like even greater energy. So it's almost like the video is getting more and more intense versus more and more predictable. You know what I mean?
Very true. Very true. Yeah, it's just a trick of the editing software. That's all. That's all that is. Just a trick of the. It's like a sleight of hand type of thing, like a magic trick that
That's
keeps
what
you very entertained and engaged with the video. Um, But yeah, so if you're just now tuning in, we're just having a chat, doing a live once again, switching it up. If you got any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. We're just having a chat, two brothers. If you're not aware or this is your first live, this is my brother CJ. We're just having a chat on Tuesdays at 9:30. I'm still doing Fire TV videos, so stay tuned and look out for some content on the way for that. But yeah, we're just here having a chat. I appreciate you for tuning in. Um, we're just chatting about real estate, AI, Amazon devices, Fire TV, and just daily life. Just the daily struggles. But as far as your content, when can we expect to see a real estate video on your side on your YouTube channel?
Man, I guess I got to do one tomorrow.
I've been
I
seeing
mean,
your Instagram reels, and I like those. So you can actually post those on your YouTube channel as shorts if you haven't already.
so yeah, I could. I guess I could download it, right?
Oh yeah, and then
Download.
while you're at it, go and post it to TikTok too, and just recycle the same content that you're putting over there on two additional platforms. And that's where people are really killing it as far as like content creators. So like if you make short form
Yeah,
content, you could be killing it because Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube Shorts is where you would live.
mm, that's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I
diversify.
guess I guess I guess my biggest thing is, and so for the 30 days, right? I'm giving all the tips, man. So I like coach people and all that kind of stuff. I got clients and I got courses and all that kind of jazz. Literally, I'm giving it all away for free. Like if you follow along on that 30 days, literally it's everything. Now, of course, as you work with me, there's the more human aspect of it. But as far as tactics and information, that was my thing. I'm just getting it all out there, right? Because normally what I see is information is not the problem, right? That
Hmm.
people think that once they get the information, that the problem is solved. Well, knowledge isn't power, right? Only
Yeah,
activated, implemented, specialized knowledge. That's only when it becomes powerful.
yeah,
And
execution.
so, right? And so, and what I plan on doing, and so this also coincides with like the real estate market today, right? The real estate market today is crap, man. It really is. And when I say crap, it's just like if you're a home, if you want to desire to be a homeowner, this may not be the best time for you, right? If you are looking to just go on Zillow and buy a rental property, this may not be the time for you, right? This requires a different strategy. I'm not going to say harder, but it's a lot less intuitive on what needs to be done. And so I guess I've been thinking about my strategy, right? Like, I guess I want to come out hard and be like, you know what, real estate sucks right
I
now.
mean, it's the interest rate that's through the roof.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it had to happen, right?
Very true. Very true.
Um, without getting, crazy, without getting political by any means, right?
Very true.
Um, Interest rates had to do what they had to do because of COVID, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. COVID
everything,
wrecked everything.
the, yeah, the entire world went into a shock factor, right? You can't zero that in on one country, our country, or another country. It was the entire world that went through this. So if a country stayed open, others were closed.
Yeah.
And especially, how does that even matter to us when we import everything? If everyone else is closed, we can't get nothing here.
Yeah.
So interest rates had to go down. They had to go to 2% to 3%. They had to do no 0% is where Jerome Powell took them to, right?
Yeah.
He took
Zero
them down to
percent.
0%. So people were getting mortgages at 2, which meant that so many more people could move houses because the payments were more affordable.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah.
here's the
Dirt
thing.
cheap payments.
But when you do that rapidly, you have to. There is a cause and effect because now, damn, everybody's buying, everybody's getting money. Now
Yeah. Everybody was
everything
buying.
gets expensive, right? Everything gets super duper expensive. And so, in order to counteract that, the same speed that he dropped them was the same speed he had to lift them,
Yeah.
right?
True.
And they're not, and let's dispel the myth, right? They're not high interest rates. We're just back normal, right?
Yeah.
We're still a little lower than normal, right? It just so happens that the way prices increased over time while interest rates were low, they're still up there, right? And so now with the interest rates higher, you know, the, they're just matching prices, which is basically whooping everybody's butt.
Oh
And
yeah.
so that's my thing is I guess I don't want to go give the information like, hey, yeah, it's great time. Like, go buy a house right now and go get a rental right now. Like, go buy that. Like, bro, it's kind of like be smart. Don't go buy at the top of the market. We're
Very
talking about
true.
stocks. You don't want to buy at the top, right? That's crypto, anything. You don't buy at the freaking top. You
Yeah.
buy at the bottom.
I
If
agree.
you if if you could see this right here, right? Like this is the real estate cycles, right? Every and this is really freaky. It's almost always on point, but every 17 years, the real estate market goes through a cycle, have to do this and industrial has to do that at the same time that residential has to do this. So
Very
just
true.
to not bore you with the details, right? But the more houses you have in a neighborhood, what comes next?
uh,
Those
Roads. we,
yes, absolutely. Hopefully not. Well, in the Carolinas where we at, they forgot all about the damn roads,
yeah, I
right?
know they just build houses.
um, but what comes with houses is you need things for people to do. Otherwise, they're going to leave. So that's where you get retail.
Retail,
Things, things like the
businesses.
shopping centers, grocery stores, all those types of things, right? We have to go shopping, right? And
True.
you can talk about malls and all that kind of stuff, but those have taken somewhat of a hit. Um, but when you get grocery stores and you get some of these other things where people just go shopping and stuff like that, now what do you need?
True.
Well, you need manufacturing. You need factories, and so this is where industrial comes in. So this is literally that cycle right there describes how the real estate market performs, and it's just
True.
about every 17 years. So the houses will die down, right,
Yeah.
in popularity because you don't have because there's no more space until you build more retail, right? If there's not enough
Okay.
grocery stores, people can't eat, right? And then you need more jobs, right? So you
Very
got to
true.
put more jobs in there, and then so as those cycles happen, the one before it dips. So we're just at a time where residential real estate really skyrocketed, where a lot of people were able to move out, a lot of people were
Yeah.
able to get into a particular place. At the same time, there was a clog in the system because retail couldn't go anywhere and office space couldn't go anywhere. There was a clog in the system because of
Yeah.
COVID, right? But we're getting back to that place where that stuff will start to make more sense. But we still got to go through the crack. So I said more like to say that was probably a YouTube video right there by itself. But
Okay.
I think I'm gonna start it out and just be like, look, man, real estate sucks. It's great. It's phenomenal. You should learn it. But at the moment, I agree with you. It does suck at face value. But if you're able to see under it, if you're able to look under the hood and find the right types of things, dude, it's a gold mine, absolute gold mine.
Okay. Okay. So yeah,
Hold me to that. No, hold me to that.
and then we got another comment from Jay Bucks. He says, "What YouTube channel do you want to model your real estate content off of?"
That's the thing. That's the thing, right? Like I've looked at some of these other folks, and I don't want to be the fear monger per se, right? I've seen quite a few of those.
YouTube loves
Um,
fear. They love to click on things that just are out of the ordinary as far as like fear-based content. Around, I mean, you see it a lot with financials, mainly fear-based content around financials. People love to get informative about something that they may have not heard of yet.
that is true. But I always want to kind of swing it back, right? Because I'm a huge fan of real estate, right? But I will agree with the people that are saying that it sucks right now, right? I agree with you if you're looking at it at face value. So
True.
that's a great question. And then there's the others that are like, oh, real estate is just phenomenal and go buy everything right now. Like, dude, no, don't do that. You're gonna go bankrupt.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make any money. And so I guess that's an interesting question. When I think about content wise, I don't know anyone that's doing what I'm thinking about doing. And I think that's why I've been struggling too, is because I don't see anyone that's modeling. Um, but as
That
far
means there's a
as
there's an opening for the type of content that you're producing.
that is true, that is true. Unfortunately, I don't have the yachts and stuff like that, so I can't go straight Grant Cardone because I do love his material, right?
Very
But I
true,
ain't got
but
the yachts in the background just yet.
You there's this guy called Adam G on YouTube, and basically he will take like a busted picture and then turn it into like a luxurious, lavish lifestyle using Photoshop. And a lot of people use this with videos too. Like they are renting a lot of this stuff just to put in the video because once it's in the video, you don't know if it's real or fake. And a lot of people are doing that just to just to give people shock value. That's all they really care about. They don't really care about if it's real or fake.
That is a good point. That is a good point. That is a good. When we going
Oh yeah,
on Lake
sure.
Wiley, man? When we going on Lake Wiley? Let's do it. Let's go do
We
it.
gotta rent a boat to go on Lake Wiley, or Lake Norman, either one. We drove by Lake Norman the other day. I thought it was pretty. It felt like it was bigger than Lake Wiley, but we'll see. It won't be too much longer. It won't be too much longer either on that.
Yeah, man. I mean, cause that is the thing. I guess I do need to really sit and think about it. Who do I want to model after? Um, it's a great question. It's a great question. Content wise, I don't think I see anybody that's there with what I want to deliver information wise.
Okay.
Um, but as far as like style of recording,
Style.
um, yeah, style of recording, I think I will get to that point where it's like, yo, let's get the Rolls Royce in the joint, right?
Oh
Let's go
yeah.
do some skydiving and stuff like that, right?
Oh
I
yeah.
I really honestly do.
I mean,
Think
all of that will
that just
come. All of that will come, but a lot of that stuff is a trick of the camera. I promise you, a lot of that stuff is a trick of the camera. It's not real. They probably just went down there and asked 20 different people if we can record on your yacht. We'll give you $100 or something. Who knows?
you're right. You are definitely
But
right.
I only say that because a lot of people are very creative because they know people are like clout chasing. So a lot of times, all you got to do is fake it to make it. Essentially on social media, because everything on social media is basically fake. A lot of people are not living like that.
Hey, man, you remember when Cuz came down? He was flying the private jet.
Yeah,
Dang,
I got pictures of
you
that.
got
I
you
got a
got those
video.
pictures?
Yeah, I got pictures and video of you flying the plane.
Me?
Yeah. Remember he gave you the controls and you had the land you had the I don't know if you took off on the plane. I think he took off after he called it in and then you had to land the plane.
Dude, yeah, send me that.
Yeah,
Send
I
me
got the video.
that.
It's on my phone.
Send me that. I don't have. I have pictures of the outside. Right. I
Okay.
got pictures of the outside that we took. But no, I'm talking about, and maybe you wasn't with us when um, he flew into Charlotte Douglas, but on the other side, he actually he flew. He was flying a jet for a company he was working for. It was in like Canada or something like that. They had
Yeah.
flew around like Drake's attorneys and stuff
Okay.
or whatever. No, like a legit like real jet like joint. Um, dang man, because I don't remember getting it. I don't think he let me in the. Is it called the cockpit?
Yeah, the
On
cockpit.
an airplane?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he let me. Hop in that joint. Dang, that's a good. That's a
Yeah,
good idea.
I saw he had posted pictures of he had to do a simulator test again. But if
Yeah,
you're just
yeah.
tuning in, CJ owns a private jet company. Go ahead and reach out to him. Check out the link in the description. If you want to join the private jet, he's offering private jet tours for $100. Click on it now.
That's it.
Subscribe. That's
That's it.
it. That's it.
$100, and you could just walk up to it. You could walk up to it and watch me and my bro just sitting there eating, recording videos on it. Now, if you want to fly somewhere with us, it's gonna be about 30 grand. 30 grand, yo, my man's gonna coach you all up on how to build your YouTube channel. As a matter of fact, he gonna guest star on your YouTube channel, and then I'm gonna teach you all the game of real estate. Boom, 30 grand. You in there? You in there? You'll make 60 back the next day.
Yeah, you make 60 back. But yeah, once again, we're just chatting, just having a chat, just daily chat on Tuesdays at 9:30 or so, just shooting the breeze, just having a conversation about anything and everything, really.
Ooh, what exciting thing are you amped
Ec-
up for over the next 7 days?
Over the next 7 days, I mean, I'm actually in the process of learning how to trade again. I know how to trade, but learning how to be consistent with trading. Mainly, primarily options, but that's what I'm most excited about. I feel like I found a groove. Been on a winning streak lately. I actually just jumped back in like 2 weeks ago, but I haven't said anything because you want to keep your head down and make sure that you got it before you say anything. So that's what I'm doing. And if things go well, once again, I always say I want to create a financial YouTube channel. I may do some stuff on here live just to show you a couple of things, but we'll see where it goes. As long as I'm, making profitable uh, money management decisions and just playing my cards right, I will have something to show you. But once I'm comfortable enough to do that, then I'll bring you that content. But right now, we're still in a very much learning phase, and I don't feel comfortable even showing you something that I'm not confident in yet. But once I do get confident, it may be a week, it may be two, it may be a month, it may be not. But stay tuned for that, and that content is definitely on the way at some point in time. Stay tuned. If
I
you're
think that's
interested in,
phenomenal.
yeah, if you're interested in any type of financial content and you trust me with Fire TV, I'm gonna bring you the content for the financials. If you're needing money or, if you just want to learn trading in general, that's where it's gonna be. Um, but that's just a theory right now. Testing
I
it
think
out
you're
for
getting
you.
into
Testing it out for you.
I think you're getting into this at a phenomenal time.
I agree
So
because they're about to make a decision on interest rates too, and that could shake up the market. Everything with political stuff, it could shake up the market. It's a lot of interesting stuff going on, and I like to learn about the financials, the ins and outs of how the market works, and what makes it move up, what makes it move down, and all the ins and outs of how you can get caught up in the market because there is a downside to it as well.
that's yeah, right. And so you're at that point in time, right, where we're cycles, right? Like the cycles.
Yep.
We're not necessarily in a damn, what you call it, a bear market. It's
Yeah,
not
bear market.
necessarily a bear market, but it kind of is. But we're definitely not in the bull market, right?
We're not, but we're not in a market where things have been stagnant because if you look at any market, the market's up like a stupid amount from the start of the year. Even Bitcoin, even though Bitcoin has kind of like took a pause. But there's a lot of stuff moving in the financial market. If you could learn this trading thing, it's a game changer. That's for sure.
Right now is that time, right? Because and so typically when people get in is when you see the shock waves, right? And right now we're not seeing major shock waves. It's taking a little bit of time for money to grow, which is
Oh yeah,
normal, which is great, right? But it doesn't have the eyeballs, right? Same thing we were talking about, right? The attention. But as you build out this channel right now, you are preparing or when that attention just comes back, right? Because
very
it's gonna
true.
come back and it's gonna. I remember I was following one dude. Man, I can't remember his name. Uh, Black dude. I think he always wear. I think he would wear a hat most of the times.
A hat. There's so many
He's
out there nowadays.
but I followed him for years. I followed him
Years.
for years, man. Um, through I followed him for years through the market, but then as the market kind of crashed and everything during COVID, once COVID hit, that's when I was like, yeah, yeah, they doing too much. They doing too much to what's going on over here. I left it
Yeah,
alone. Um, just because the way I understood the market, I wasn't going to play well, right? Unless I learned a new strategy, and so that was
very
when
true.
I went over to went all in on everything else, right? Real estate and everything. And so, but I do think that that is a great choice.
Okay.
Um, and timely to do that now because when those eyes come back, dude, you're gonna pop 100K again.
Yeah, I
That's
know. I know that's what I'm waiting for because it's like it's just a matter of time at this point. Like I've had so many like losses and wins. I've found a balance, and it's only a matter of time before I give back to the community, to those who want to learn the financials of the ins and outs of the stock market. But that's one of the things I'm most excited about as far as like accomplishments for the next 7 days. Seeing where I can take this and if I want to bring it to the people or not. But let me hear something about you. What do you want to do in the next 7 days as far as accomplishments?
the next 7 days as far as accomplishments is concerned. So I've been one of the things that I've been really going hardcore in, and this coincides with real estate, and technically any business. We just don't talk about it much. Is marketing. So
Marketing.
um, I've been going really strong on the marketing side of things, right, to support everything else that I'm doing. And I'm putting together a little event,
Okay.
well, actually two. So one, I got some guys that understand how to raise money, and not in the traditional fashion where people think that oh well he's talking about business credit and going and getting your credit score. But no, 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 no. We're talking about raising money the way the big boys raise money, where that is going out to people and getting people to throw money into a pot for a group to invest, right? Kind of like an investment club, an investment group.
Is that
That's
crowdfunding
what
or
this
what
is.
is that called?
So crowdfunding is a version of it, but the majority of the time that you see it done is it's just called raising capital, right? There's many different ways to do it. You could do a 503c and blah blah blah. All syndications, funds,
So you
hedge
need a
funds.
business to start this up, or can you just start a kickstart?
Um, not a Kickstarter. Kickstarter is more project driven. Um, uh, so crowdfunding is very is different,
Okay.
right? Crowdfunding, there's a lot of regulations there. The reason why crowdfunding came into play was so that people that don't make a lot of money can still get into investments that will earn them money. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? The stock market for the average investor will only ever make them about 6 to 7% a year.
Okay.
That's just normal. And we're talking about not someone like you, obviously. We're talking about somebody that's putting their money in a 401k or retirement account. That's what they're gonna get, right? That's the
Correct.
average.
Correct.
6 to 7% annually on whatever income that they have. That sucks. That
It
sucks a
does.
lot.
It's not the worst. It's not the worst.
But it is the benchmark that we can compare ourselves to.
Very
And
true.
so what happens is the elite, or not even the elite, but high net worth investors, right? Anybody
Okay.
that makes $200,000 a year or more, or has $1 million net worth, they literally have a different status, and it's called an accredited investor,
Okay.
but by the IRS. And literally, if you're not one of them, if you make less than $200,000 a year, or you have less than $1 million net worth, you cannot invest into these hedge funds or private equity groups. Just to put that into plain English real quick. How many of you would have liked to have invested in Uber before Uber hit the stock market?
Oh, a lot of people. You'd be like
Right?
Gary Vee, like he missed the opportunity of a lifetime not
But
investing in Uber.
What Gary Vee does not say in that story is that he could have because he's an accredited investor.
Nice.
Only because now, unless it was friends and family, to the people with Uber, if they were just pitching this as an opportunity for someone to invest in, it must be the way it was structured. It was a private equity group that had all of that done. Um, the way that's done is you must be an accredited investor. So legally, dog.
Okay.
This is another one of my things with and this gets into kind of like where we are in America and stuff like that.
Okay.
Is is there's still what's called redlining that's going on, and it's not in the sense that people can't buy houses anymore or get mortgages,
Yeah.
but all the broke people are not allowed to invest in the things that rich people invest in.
Very true. Good
And
point.
you're not. You're just. When I say not allowed to, I'm not talking about it's because we don't want you in here. No, it's legally you can't. Legally you
And is
can't. They
that
will
because
go
of
to
the amount of
jail.
money that your net worth is, or why is that?
Exactly, because you don't make 200,000. If you don't meet that status of accredited investor, having two, and what that means is having a $1 million net worth, or having a salary of $200,000 or more.
Okay.
People can correct me in the people can add on to the details in the comments if they want. But yeah, if you're married, then it doubles and blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff, right? But if we're talking about a single person, that's what it is.
Okay.
If you don't meet that criteria, you legally cannot invest in like the next Uber. You cannot. And so, what crowdfunding does is it gives you the ability to do it, but there's a lot of red tape around it, and it costs a whole lot of money to really start up a crowdfund, right? Now it's possible, and I'm not saying don't do it, but it's a much, much, much easier way. If we were to start a company, it would be a private. This is how hedge funds work. We all know what hedge funds are. We all seen what was it, billions?
And let me pause you real quick, because you're giving out so much information right now. So if you're
Yeah,
interested in a lot of this information and unpacked, make sure you click that link in the chat or the link in the description to follow my brother CJ on his YouTube journey and his real estate channel. He's going to be bringing you a lot of this content full circle. And let's go and touch back and bring it back in. And we're probably just going to wrap it up. But as far as like this goes, the hedge fund thing, a lot of this stuff, are you going to be talking about this on your YouTube channel in case somebody wants to dive more deeper into what you're actually saying? Because a lot of this stuff, even for me, is like very foreign. I really need to sit in front of my computer and like do some research on a lot of the words and the terminologies that you're using.
100%, 100%, all day, every day. So in about next week I'm gonna do an event where I'm gonna bring people in and sit and learn from two guys that I know that were responsible for taking companies public. Right, they were the ones doing the IPOs. They were the investment bankers that were um, raising the capital from all of the different banks and stuff like
That's
that.
huge.
To get, and so they understand how to build a business the way um, Jeff Bezos built Amazon. Right, one
Nice.
day Microsoft was built by Bill Gates. They didn't they didn't raise that just through the revenues that they produce. They raised they got the money that they needed because they kept raising capital from people. Super rich people. They were like, "Yo, put in $1 million. Put in another $1 million. Put in another $1 million. I bet you're
Oh
gonna
yeah.
get your money out." And sure enough, those MFers got paid. But
And
when you hear stuff like this, unfortunately, we when you break it when they break down the details, you only taught that about like the Wolf of Wall Street kind of people, right? The bad people, but you
yeah,
never
true.
look at the people that are in our face that are doing it and very, very, very successful, like a Jeff Bezos, Warren Buffett. Warren Buffett's been a fund manager since he was like 20 years old, dude. He's
True.
using everyone else's money to invest. It's not his money. He makes money on it.
Yeah, he's learned and mastered how to protect that money, how to be a very good risk manager
Yeah.
in
And
protecting
so
that
people
money.
trust him. So people trust him to the point they're like, you know what? Wherever Warren's putting his money, I'm putting mine. As a matter
Oh
of
yeah.
fact, you got these uber rich people that are like, you know what? I don't even want to make the trades. Warren, take the money,
Yeah,
take the
Warren.
cash, bro. And he's like, all right, cool, I got you.
Hey, Donald.
So that's that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff, there's just so much information out there, and
Very
so I'm
true.
doing that event. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be marketing that event over the next 7 days, and I think you help me, with an idea is to put a freaking YouTube video out there that starts this whole shebang, and that'll also be a part of the marketing strategy
Oh yeah.
along with this. Yeah, man.
Also, if you're
Yeah.
tuning in, subscribe to that channel. Don't miss out on this. Definitely some good real estate tips, topics, things that you may have not heard of. CJ's got it all in his brain there, ready to be dispersed to anyone listening.
Yeah, man. You can't ask me questions like that and expect. I just
Oh
go
yeah, no,
deep. I'm
you.
sorry if I just spit up on all of y'all. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah, you be going in so. But we I think we are at 65 minutes. We did another
Yes,
live.
man.
This is the third live, the third Tuesday. If you're just tuning in, we're probably going to be doing this Tuesday live hangout, YouTube hangout. You can ask questions in the chat. You can definitely catch up with me, see what's going on, catch up with my brother. If you're not familiar, this is my brother. He's on his YouTube journey as well. He knows a lot about real estate. He does a lot of stuff off of social media, and he's finally just wanting to give the knowledge out and put it out there. And let's support him on his journey. Go subscribe to that channel. He started with 11 subscribers. Let's go ahead and get him to 50 so we can start live streaming over on his channel as well. So definitely thank you so much for tuning in. CJ, you want to say
Appreciate you,
something for the people?
dude. I do. I do. You said it was like the third Tuesdays. You know what I heard when you said that? Or Top Double
Yeah.
Tuesday. And here's the thing:
And when you
when
say
you
that, I hear
have,
LeBron.
that's where I was going.
Oh,
When
okay. All
you
right.
have the when you have the thicker beard, man, and you take that hat
Yeah.
off, bro, I don't want to see you on the court, man.
Yo.
With
Oh,
the
I
with
hear
the
you.
shorter beard, you're Bronny.
Yeah.
You're Bron Junior.
Waiting for Bron to go bald.
He he already has. He just
Yeah, he already has. He's just taking his
oh my
time.
god, oh my gosh. You know what I've been thinking about doing? I'm going to do it. I'm going
What?
to do it. Have you seen the implant? So you know that
Yeah,
Steve Harvey's joint was an implant, right? You know that.
I heard about that after after the fact.
Yeah.
Um,
So all of that, like the high top joint,
yeah,
yo,
it was like a wig or like a glued on hairpiece or something.
even Martin
Even
on
Martin?
Martin's show in the '90s, even though the short joint,
Okay.
his joint was a his joint was a tape on joint too. Yo, I'm gonna do it. Already got my man's know how to do it. He already put me up on game. It's gonna be like $200-300. Yo, one day you gonna see me and I'm gonna have like
You
this.
gonna have the nice lineup.
The crystal, my beard gonna be thicker than your joint.
Uh, I don't know if you follow him, but Gideon just did that on his YouTube channel. He basically had a hair implant installed but he went all the way to Jamaica just to get it installed. He got locks installed.
Shit. Oh God.
Yeah,
Locks. Jeez.
yeah.
Jeez.
I don't know if he was trolling, but I mean, he said he wasn't, but I mean, he still got it in most of all of his videos. And he just did a video with Mr. Beast too, so he was in that video with his new hair plant.
Wow. Dog.
I mean,
Dog,
Fousey did it too. Fousey Tube on YouTube, he did that as well.
oh my gosh.
But
Send me the link.
his was like a hair tattoo. You wouldn't do the hair tattoo?
I don't know what the hair tattoo is. I don't know
It's
what the.
basically just a bunch of dots on your head. Just it looks like hair at some point in time after they're done.
Oh my
But you got to keep a
gosh.
low haircut, of course.
Oh my gosh. Bro, nah. I'm doing it though. I'm telling you, one day you're gonna see me. The line is gonna be like, yo, what? Like, yo, where did that joint come from? Like, yo, I'll be surprised. Halloween. Halloween.
That'd be hilarious. That'd be perfect, actually. Yeah, that's only 2 months away now, something like that.
Oh my gosh, don't even talk about it. My
Oh
goodness,
yeah.
this year's gone crazy. But cool, man. Nah, man, that's it, bro. That's
All
it,
right.
man. I appreciate it. This time went by fast, man.
Yeah, I did. I did. So next time we may have a couple more people on here next time, but yeah, if you want to join the live, let me know. We'll get you joined. We can add a bunch of people to this live now that we got a decent setup on the computer. So it's only going to get better from here. This is the third one once again. Definitely thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.